Well, I'm getting into character for today's edition of Shop South Mississippi. Matter of fact, we're here at Center Stage. For almost 40 years, I've been bringing some of the top plays and musicals to the Gulf Coast. Well, starting on the 19th of this month, here in just a couple of days, you're going to see the Broadway and Hollywood smash hit Hairspray. That wig was hot.
But you look great in it.
Well, thank you very much. I know the ribbon just, it almost matched my shirt. David Delk, who a dear friend of mine I've known for a long, long time.
Long time.
And involved so much in local theater, whether it's, just regular plays or musical. Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Is this the first time you've done this at Center Stage?
That's right. Absolutely right. It's a big, huge, multi-people production. Huge. We call it Big Hair, Big Musical, and Big Fun. It's huge. It's a
big
huge musical.
And it starts, today's the 17th, so it starts in 2 days, the 19th, and it'll run through the 29th,
That's
so
right.
a couple of weeks.
That's right. And last year we did South Pacific. It was sold out every night. So if anybody wants to see it, they've got to make a reservation to come see it.
Definitely do that. Let's talk about Hairspray. I mean, it was a Broadway musical, big hit movie for John Travolta. And has done very well.
That's right. Many years ago, back in the 80s, John Waters created this movie, and actually it was not a musical at first. It was just a cult movie that had Ricky Lake in it. And then fast forward almost 20 years later, it was a musical, came on Broadway. It won all the Tony Awards. It was wonderful in the I think 2004, I believe. Huge production. Great. And then the movie came out a few years ago with John Travolta and Zac Efron, and it was a big hit. So now it's our turn to take it and bring it to the Gulf Coast.
Okay, and we're going to show you some of the things, but starting with a lot of the hair.
That's right.
You saw me, wearing one of them there, but a lot of the big hair that's going to be involved in this.
Almost every girl in the show has to have a wig because it's in the 60s and it's all about hair, hence the hairspray. So we have a huge staff that volunteers actually who does nothing but the wigs. You can see we start off with some small ones. They get bigger and bigger and bigger, and this actually are only about a third of what we have. They're out beyond the theater with other people taking them to heights that we haven't seen before.
So there's going to be some big beehive hairdos.
Big beehive hairs, yes.
That's why there's no ceiling fans inside.
But it's really good. So anyway, this is going to be our wig area right here, and they're working on it day and night trying to get the show ready for the wigs.
Now, what's the book that you have here?
Well, this was something that came out for the Broadway, and what was really cool is that many years ago in the Broadway production, we had Shayna Steele in the show.
Right.
And Shayna Steele was actually from Biloxi, Mississippi, and she was in the Broadway production. It was really great. What's really nice is that her mom, Candy Steele, is in our production.
Really?
Doing some odd, not the same role, but she's doing like the gym teacher and the warden in the jail and everything. So it's kind of neat to have her here. She's a local gal, and it's a lot of fun. So we're hoping that Shane will come see it. But anyway, I just wanted to show the book. It's really cool.
Oh, wonderful. We're going to take you back and start out also showing you some of the costumes that they have designed here for Hairspray here at Center Stage, Biloxi. Costumes, quite elaborate.
Costumes. In the original production by John Waters, and then also the Broadway production, the movie, as you know, John Travolta, it was a man playing the mother, and that's traditionally what it is, and also in our show, played by Wayne Stevens. But they all have to wear fat suits, so we created this lovely fat suit, which looks great on you.
Oh, I know, doesn't it, though?
Yes, great. So he has to wear that every night to give him some bulk.
Between that and the fat bra.
That's fat bra, I know. There's a lot. I think he's size double E or something like that.
Wow.
And also they have to make all these cool 1960 costumes for the show that glitter and dance around. And then also the guys have to wear these vintage 1960 jackets that we got from Atlanta.
I got one of those in my closet, I think.
I bet you do. Anyway, hey, you want to look around backstage?
Let's check it out.
Great.
Center Stage in Biloxi. This is quite a set, David.
Yes, it is. Chuck White and some other volunteers have really worked hard on it. We start from scratch from every show we start. And this is really cool. You know, there's some street scenes and some house scenes, a record shop, this kind of thing. And what's really nice, we just kind of flip it around and it's a whole nother set.
Wow.
All this will have glitter on it, the lights will change. It's kind of cool to see it all come together, you know?
It really is.
And then over here's another set piece for the record shop that we have in the show. And these are really cool. We had to go out and find these really groovy, vintage albums. So this thing moves around for different kind of scenes. And then this is our hairspray can. It's not finished.
Right.
And you have to come see the show to find out what happens with the hairspray can in the show.
What's the storyline behind Hairspray?
Well, it's a story about little plump Tracy Turnblad in Baltimore. And she loves to sing and dance. Dancing is the big thing she wants to do. And unfortunately, the larger gals and the the black population can't be on the cool TV show.
Right.
Okay, so she kind of sneaks in and she kind of does her thing, and they don't like it, and she gets other characters involved, and so it's the whole show about the 1960s segregation issues, that kind of thing. It's a comedy. The whole thing's a comedy. It's got a great message, lots of dancing and singing, but and I play actually the role of Corny Collins, which is the Dick Clark of the 1960s of this show. So.
You have done so, I mean, we go back to the mid-'80s together, having done some theater in the past. Do you ever get any of the lines mixed up from other productions you've ever been in? Like something all of a sudden pops in your head, you know, kind of leads into it, and you have to stop for a second?
Absolutely. You gotta think, you know, this is not the right show, or I'm not supposed to be here. And now I've got gray hair after all those years, so I have to dye it this week.
I got a lot less hair, less hair after all those years.
So I feel really lucky, you know, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
But it's a cool show, and I think everybody will like it.
Well, good.
And I just noticed over here we've got one of our actresses, the lead, who's playing Tracy Turnblad. This is Haley Moon here, and this is Cantrell Brazil, who plays Seaweed in the show. And hey, would you mind singing something for us? Do you mind?
Hear something?
I'd love to.
Yes, please do.
Calling me down, it's like a message from high above. Oh, 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 pulling me out to the smiles and the streets that I love. Good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like an open door. Every night is a fantasy. Every sound's like a symphony. Good morning, Baltimore. And someday when I take to the floor, the world's gonna wake up and see Baltimore and me.
That's great,
Yay.
Tracy.
You
Great.
guys have to come see the rest of the show.
She plays Tracy Turnblad. She's actually the star of the show. And Cantrell here plays Seaweed. And we have actually, how many black actors do we have in the show? About 20, I think?
15 to 20.
And it's great because on the coast we rarely have black actors in the shows. It's great.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. Don't forget, it actually starts on the 19th and goes through the 29th. And each weekend, of course, you have the different shows that are available. And as you said, it's going to sell out fast. So definitely, you know, call Center Stage, make your reservations. Tickets are available for you, but they're going to be going fast.
Hairspray the Musical starts at 7:30 those nights, 2 o'clock in the matinee.